y'all, it's Raegan. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that red button down below and subscribe. Join the family. I post new videos twice a week. As you can tell from the title, I'm going to be doing a Q&A video for y'all today. I have recently gained, not a ton of subscribers, but I've recently gained a bunch of new people I've been noticing in the comments and all that kind of stuff. So I thought a Q&A would be a good way to kind of let y'all get to know me, and I'm sure there are people who are watching this that already know me, but there may be some questions that I'm going to answer that you don't know the answer to already. I have a cup of coffee here because it is early in the morning. It is 9:30. I got up and got ready so I could film this video for you guys. So I asked on Instagram what questions y'all would like to know the answer to, and y'all gave me a good bit. They're kind of like all over the place. I do have a good bit that are like New York City based, because if you don't know, I do live and go to college in New York City. And then some other ones are just kind of random ones that I think will still be fun. I'm going to try to answer as many as I can without this video getting too crazy long. So if you want to know a little bit more about me, then keep watching. So the first question is, what's your favorite skincare product? And I recently did a video on my skincare routine. Recently, I just had this big epiphany, and I was like, I need to focus on skincare, because like your skin is the foundation to everything. And so you should definitely watch that skincare routine video. I'll have it linked down below. I go into a lot of detail, share a ton of my favorite products and like what I'm currently doing with my skincare. But if I had to choose just one skincare product, I think it would be moisturizer, 100%. I can promise everything that moisturizer has been the one thing that's changed my skin. And if I had to choose one moisturizer, I would choose the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask, which I talk about in my skincare routine video. It's amazing. It's so amazing, but I'm not going to link that in this video. I'll have it linked in my skincare routine video, so you're going to have to go watch that. The next question is, what are you going to college for? So I go to college in New York City. Like I said, I go to the King's College, which is down right on Broadway and Wall Street. I am a business administration major, and I absolutely love it. I have some amazing professors, some that talk on Fox News, and I have one business professor who started like all these different companies and is just absolutely amazing. And it's just so cool getting to like learn from their experiences and from what they've done, and it's just been amazing. I don't think I could have chosen a better major. Moving on, how do you cope with being so far away from family? I think a lot of people actually wonder this. Whenever I run into people from home, they always ask me, do you miss it? Do you miss being home? Do you miss your family? And yes, I do miss my family sometimes. Sometimes you just go through those moods where you're just like, oh, I just want my family. I just want to not have to cook for myself and to not have to clean my own apartment and buy my own stuff. Like, of course, I have those moods. But my mom and dad both raised me to be very independent, and that I am. I moved all the way to New York City and live by myself now. I'd say that's pretty independent. But whenever I feel like I am missing my family, I usually call them, FaceTime them, Snapchat them, or I'll go hang out with friends, because I have some really good friends here in the city, and they are one of the best ways to get my mind off things and to keep me from being stressed out. And so that's really been a blessing, just to be able to find good friends that keep me from being lonely. But I also visit my family, I'd say, once a month. I am going to see them in 2 weeks. I'm going home for spring break, and I can't wait to see them. But most of the time, I'd say I really just miss my dogs. They're my favorite. The next question is, what courses are you taking, and what are your plans regarding your education? So, like I said, I'm a business major. Some of the courses that I take like econ classes. I take business presentation and communications, which is all about how to give business presentations, how to interview, how to write your cover letter, resume. That one was a really, really good class. I'm also taking a faith and finance class, which is a lot about the stock market, but also how to still like have moral values on Wall Street when like that's really hard to do, because the pursuit of money can get really nasty sometimes. I'm also taking some Bible classes. So the King's College is actually a Christian college in New York City, which makes it so special and just crazy, because New York City is such a secular city, or at least I used to think. I've come across so many great Christian communities, but that's not what we're talking about. But like I said, I am taking some Bible classes. I'm taking a Principles of Biblical Interpretation, and which is really cool, is how to read and understand the Bible from like the historical context and what the author was trying to say and from our experiences. So that one's really cool. And then I've also taken New Testament, which is where we studied New Testament. And then I've also taken Old Testament, where we studied all about the Old Testament, which was really awesome. But for after college, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I love New York City. For right now, I do plan on staying in New York City, hopefully get a job. I eventually one day want to start my own business and run my own company, but first I gotta come up with that $1 million idea, you know? Another question is, where is your favorite place you've ever gone? Good question. I'm guessing New York City is not an option. Besides my love for New York City, I would say my favorite place I've ever been to is Hawaii. So much to where I have gone twice in the span of like 2 years. I'm actually planning another trip to Hawaii soon. It definitely holds a special place in my heart. Hawaii is amazing. It's just like its own universe, much to where New York City is. It's like its own little world, just like Hawaii is. Like, they're this little island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and the people in Hawaii are amazing. The things they do in Hawaii are amazing. The scenery is beautiful. I absolutely love Hawaii, and I'm just in this serene peace of mind whenever I'm there. And even though I'm a city girl at heart, and that is why I moved to New York City, Hawaii is like the place that I want to go to escape whenever the city starts to stress me out. I have Hawaii vlogs on my channel that you should go watch because you'll see what I'm talking about how amazing it is. Another question is, are you planning on leaving New York City after college? If yes, where are you moving next? Well, for right now, I do want to stay in New York City. I'm signing my lease again, and I graduate next May. So my lease will run out next May, and then I kind of have to make a decision. If I stay in New York City, I'm going to move into Manhattan. Right now I live on the very tip of Brooklyn, or right on the water, and Manhattan is right across. So I'm super close to Manhattan, but I think I want to go farther up into Manhattan because I want to be near like Central Park because I really, really love that area. But me and my friend have also been throwing around the idea of moving to a different country and getting a work visa and just working there and living there for a while, which I think would be amazing because I absolutely love to travel, and I think that would be such a great way to experience just different culture and different people and different experiences. So right now I do not know. I'm either going to stay in New York City or I'll probably move to a different country, which is kind of crazy, but also exciting. Next question. Who's your favorite YouTuber? This is a tough question. I like a broad range of YouTubers. I like beauty YouTubers. I like lifestyle YouTubers. I like travel YouTubers. I don't know. Lately I've been liking Elena Tabber. I think that's what you say her name. I'll link her channel down below. She does a lot of travel videos, and she lives in New York City, so she has like really cool lifestyle videos. And then of course I like Jeffree Star and James Charles, but I don't watch them a ton. If their video like really interests me, I'm like, I'll watch it, but I'm not like a religious, I watch every single one of their videos. I don't know, I think it really depends. Right now I'm liking one girl from London. Her name is HelloOctober XO, I think that's what it is. She does a lot of cute fashion hauls and just like try-ons and stuff, so I really like her. But other than that, I don't know. Like, if you would ask me this question in a month, it'd probably be completely different people. What is your go-to lipstick brand and shade? Okay, my go-to lipstick brand is hands down MAC Cosmetics. They have amazing lipsticks and they have amazing colors to choose from. Right now, I'm actually really been into liquid lipsticks, like the Kylie liquid lipsticks. And so I would say they're my second favorite lipstick brand. But my favorite shade is from them, and it's probably the shade Angel in the lip liner and also in the liquid lipstick. What is your favorite thing from Trader Joe's? Oh my gosh. The person who asked this question must know how much I love Trader Joe's. Ooh, good question. What is my favorite thing from Trader Joe's? Okay, they have this really amazing ice cream that's like chocolate, vanilla, and then a caramel through it. And the caramel is amazing. It's the best thing. Even if you keep it in the freezer, the caramel always stays really creamy and smooth. And the chocolate is delicious, the vanilla is delicious, but then the caramel, bringing it all together, makes it amazing. It's probably the best ice cream I've ever tasted. And I don't let myself eat it. I don't think I've had it in like months, but it's always on my mind. So I think that would be my favorite thing from Trader Joe's, at least at the moment. What is your Starbucks order? This is probably going to upset a lot of people because I absolutely hate sugary coffee drinks. Being in New York City, this actually happens to most people because sugary Starbucks drinks is not real coffee. And when you're like running around on 3 hours of sleep and you're stressed about everything that New York City has to offer, like the subways being delayed and you have class to get to and you stepped in dog poop, you just don't want a sugary coffee drink. You want something that's strong and intense and that's going to give you energy. My go-to Starbucks order is two things. It depends on if I want coffee or tea. If I'm going for coffee, I always get a grande cup of coffee with a shot of espresso and room for milk because I like to add milk into my coffee, but I don't like sugar. I just like my coffee to be kind of creamy and less watery. And I feel like if you drink black coffee, then it's watery, and I don't like that. But the shot of espresso makes it amazing. Like, it gives you so much energy. It does make the coffee taste a little bit bitter and stronger, but I like that. I feel like it's really, really working. And then my other go-to Starbucks order is probably an iced green tea unsweetened. One time someone told me it tasted like pee to them, but it definitely doesn't. I think it tastes really good and fresh. It's like water, but it has a little bit more flavor than water, so it just makes you feel really good and refreshed and hydrated. And it also has caffeine in it, so it gives you energy. But green tea is also a natural metabolism booster, so it gets all your stomach juices flowing and burns calories and fat, and so I'm all about that. Do you want a pet in New York City? This is a question that has been going around in my mind for probably about 2 years now. I will go through these phases where I'm kind of lonely and I'm like, I really want a pet, or I'll walk across one on the sidewalk and it's so cute and I'm like, I really want a pet. But then I realize that I just don't have time for a pet, and I go to my internship 10 to 5 3 times a week, and then the other days I'm in class, and it just doesn't seem realistic to get a pet because I just don't think I can take care of it. And then I want to travel, and I just don't want to leave a pet at home all alone. I feel like it needs way more attention than that. So I do want a pet, but I don't think I'm going to get one for a while. What is your favorite high-end foundation? My favorite high-end foundation, when you say high-end, I'm not exactly sure, because when I think of high-end, I think of $50 and over. And so I'm going to give you two. Most of y'all know that I love the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. That one's really good, but it's very intense. If I had to choose another high-end foundation that is more expensive than the Estee Lauder, but it's definitely more natural and just makes your skin look flawless while also not being heavy at all, it's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. That one is pretty expensive. It's definitely over $50. But it's really good, and so many celebrities use that foundation, so many celebrity makeup artists use that foundation. It's just overall most people's favorite high-end foundation, and I like it too. When I tried it, I was like, this stuff's good. I just don't buy it very often because it is expensive. Have you met anyone famous during your internship? We did hold a New York City Fashion Week event a few weeks back and invited a ton of people to come shop the clothes and all the brands that we work with. And I did meet some famous people there. I would say they were definitely more B-list celebrities instead of A-list celebrities, like Beyonce and Kim Kardashian didn't walk through the door. But I met some of my favorite fashion bloggers of all time, which was so exciting. One of the girls' names is Jamie Smalls. Look her up on Instagram. She's freaking awesome. I love her. I also met the top Maybelline makeup model. If you ever look at any Maybelline makeup ads, it's probably her face modeling the makeup. She has brown hair and she's really beautiful and really tall. I met her. I also met a few contestants from The Bachelor from years past, and just a ton of fashion bloggers that I know, but maybe y'all know, maybe y'all don't know. But that was probably really cool because I'm not a huge celebrity person. I'm way more of down-to-earth people, and I think fashion bloggers and Instagram, YouTube influencers, things like that, they're so much more down to earth, and that was really what I got to meet, so I thought that was really cool. But I'm still holding out hope that I'm going to meet one of the Kardashians, because I do have a thing for the Kardashians. Only a few more questions. The next question says, how do you afford to live alone in New York? Don't mean this in a mean way, I'm just curious. No, it's totally fine. I have people ask me that a lot. Being a full-time student, I don't have an income, and so my parents are very generous, and they do help me. I used to live on campus. Last year I lived on campus with a roommate, and I'm just very introverted, and so roommates and sharing a really small apartment in New York City just isn't really ideal at all. And just for my mental stage and health, I really needed to be alone, and so I do live alone, but it's been the most amazing thing ever, and I'm so grateful that my parents have been able to help me. I do pay what I can. I babysit on Sundays and make $100 to $150 a week. And so I do use that to go towards food and stuff. So my parents aren't paying for everything, but they are helping me. But I graduate next year, and so hopefully after that I will get a job and be able to afford everything on my own. Fingers crossed. But yeah, my parents are amazing and they love me very much, and I love them too. And I'm very grateful that they are helping me out because New York City is expensive. What do you miss most about South Carolina? I feel like this changes depending on what mood I'm in. Right now, I'm kind of going through a seasonal depression because it's so cold here and there's just like no bright side. Like I'm like, when is it going to be warm? And it's not that I don't hate winter. I actually really like winter, but after Christmas time and stuff, you're just kind of like, when's it going to be spring? You know, we're just sitting around, all us New Yorkers are just sitting around in our big parkas waiting for it to be warm outside. And so I'd say right now what I miss most about South Carolina is warm weather, because South Carolina is definitely going to get warmer weather way before New York City does. I actually don't think New York City gets decently warm until about April, so I have a while. And then maybe another thing I miss about South Carolina is being able to drive. Lately the subways have just been getting on my nerves, and so I'll just be like, dang, I wish I could drive, you know? And in South Carolina, you can drive. But then other times, I'm like, wow, it's so effortless. I just hop on and off the subway, and I don't have to put in any effort. So I just go through, like, phases. Well, this video is already at 30 minutes, so I'm probably going to call it quits now. Most of the questions I didn't get to were just variations of the ones I already answered. It's kind of funny to see that a lot of y'all want to know the same answers to questions, and I'm like, wow, maybe I should talk about that more, or I don't know, be more open with y'all because y'all all seem to wonder the same things. But yeah, I thought that was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed learning a little bit about me and just kind of having this conversation and chatting, because I feel like I really was just like having a convo with my friend, because y'all are my friend. At least I hope y'all think y'all are my friends, because I think y'all are my friends. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe down below and leave me a comment, because I absolutely love seeing and reading what y'all said and responding back and having little convos with y'all down there. So I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.